HNY from AFCRDTV. Happy New Year from AFC Rushden Diamonds Television. And it's the big New Year's Day local derby at Seal Park. Final score in a 5-goal thriller, Corby Town 3, AFC Rushden Diamonds 2. Our man of the match is Cairo Taylor. Cairo, a spirited match by both teams. Unfortunately, Diamonds come out on the losing end again.
Yeah, no, I think today was really unfortunate. I mean, at the beginning of both halves, we sort of came out slow and a bit lethargic, which ultimately cost us the game today. Because I thought after that, when we got going, it was absolutely superb, and I feel like everyone here today that watched the game will say the same thing.
You certainly didn't want to give up a goal in the 5th minute, but that's what happened, and already you're trailing 1-0, and then another really silly goal by Hilliard in the 34th minute. You're trailing 2-0. But the spirit was still there, the grit, determination by the players.
The spirit's always. I mean, the bunch of lads that we've got in there, we all believe that we can turn it around, and I think we're close to doing it. Like you said yourself, the spirit was out there, and I think we came close today. So.
And you had a cracking goal there in the 44th minute. Tell us about that one, similar to the goal you scored at Lye Town, as I remember.
Yeah, I think Ruben picked up the ball. I sort of just peeled off. He was able to find me, and I seen the keeper was sort of leaning to one way, so I put it back across the goal. And yeah, it's a decent finish.
So Diamonds have all the momentum, even though you're trailing 2-1, but to score just before the interval. What did Michael Harriman say to the lads, to you guys at halftime?
I mean, I think because of the way we started, it was more of, that can't happen again, and the way we need to go out and start the second half needs to be fast and sharp, because I think today is the first game they've won at home here. So I think we knew that and we wanted to go out and stick it on them, but I think in doing so, we left ourselves a bit open, hence conceding really early in the second half.
Yeah, unfortunately that goal was by Isaacson in the 47th minute.
Yeah.
But you kept your composure and battled down the way, and then Jarvis Wilson with a lovely header in the 68th minute.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now it's 3-2, and you're feverishly going for the all-important equalizer, right?
Yeah, and I think we came really close to that. I mean, the fans were behind the goal as well, and the fans have been absolutely amazing, so we have to give thanks to them as well.
Of course. Well, I believe this is your first time on AFCRDTV. How did it come about that you joined Diamonds this season?
Well, I actually played them in pre-season for Real Bedford, and I did all right scoring and winning 1-0 for Bedford. And I weren't sort of getting a lot of game time there, so I went on a loan to Wellingborough, and I think Diamonds were monitoring me then, and I think I scored about 4 games and 4 goals with like a couple of assists and that for Wellingborough.
Wellingborough Town or Whitworth?
Whitworth. And then from there I was being watched and then came out.
Yeah, well, we're great to have you here with Diamonds. You've scored some nice goals. Usually the first time I interview a player here on AFCRDTV, I like to ask you, when you were a young lad, did you have a favorite player and maybe a team that you supported in the Premier League? Or
Thierry Henry, I'd say.
Oh, my favorite as well. Wow. He was swift on the pitch like a gazelle. Scored for the Invincibles, Arsenal all through the years. Was that your favorite team, Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal, yeah.
So you're a Gooner, right? A Gunner? Very good. Well, okay. Well, there's always the next game, and this one is traditionally being called the massive 6-pointer against Gressley Rovers, the team directly above us in the table.
Yeah,
so there's no need to get a pep talk for that game. Everybody will be out at Hayden Road, I'm sure, in full fashion. And early thoughts about that challenge, going up against Gressley on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all of our games now are must-win games. So I think we've been looking at it like that from previously. So, going to do the business next week, hopefully.
Well, great goal today, Cairo, and thanks for joining us here.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Michael, commiserations. It's New Year's Day defeat here at Steel Park, and it's a day in which our defensive mistakes were our downfall today.
Yeah, I think you've hit an nail on the head, Joe. I think, like you said, we look at it and I think it's more the timing of the goals, I think, that have killed us there. I think conceding early, the first 5 minutes of the game, obviously gives them the impetus as well, considering their struggling home form. Like I said, and we conceded another sloppy goal, trying to overplay in the wrong areas. But look, the boys battled hard. Like I said, they got back into it at the end of that half, and then sucker punch, I think it was 1 minute and 8 seconds, I think, on my watch. It's the second half, you 3-1 down, and all that team talk you do at half time and galvanising the boys just goes out the window, really.
You touched on it there, of course, Corby without a home win prior to today, and I suppose you would have mentioned it in your team talk, the importance of the first goal, especially if we get it. How frustrating was it to concede that goal and so early on as well?
Yeah, it is frustrating. I think that the aim is for us now is to try and get that first goal. I think we'll be a different side, a different animal when we do score first. But also that, I think there's a bit of a comfort blanket here with us. We want to go 1-2-0 down before we can shake the shackles off, and I don't really understand it, and I'm trying to get to work with the boys on it. But it is, mate, they showed they're a good team. That second half, the boys were fantastic. Done exactly what we asked, barring the third goal, obviously. There was chances there, and like I said, it just wouldn't drop to us today. But we've got to keep going, and that will change, and we've got no doubts that it will.
Can you give us an insight into your game plan? Yes, Corby have been struggling of late, but they are a side that score a lot of goals.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look, we knew, so we went to watch them on Tuesday against Cambridge, and we knew exactly how they wanted to play. They like to turn the ball early, get their runners in behind, and felt at times we dealt with that really well, and times we didn't. Look, that's football. I guess you can have that game plan, but when you're conceding early goals, then you have to change it. But look, boys dug in, they've showed the fight that we want. That's the fundamentals, really, the battle in the fight, and then the rest will come. And like I said, we created some great opportunities. We scored 2 goals away from home, which I don't think we've done this season yet. So look, the positives are there, and I know you're sitting there and it's another 3-2 defeat, and everyone's obviously disappointed. But look, we've got to keep the positives, because this group are a young group, they're learning, and they're fighting for us, and that's the main thing. And that's the issue I've got. As long as they keep fighting, the rest will come.
A lot of us, of course, would have been up celebrating New Year last night. How tough is that turnaround, go from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m?
That's the thing. Like I said, you've got to prepare right. Like I said, the boys have got to prepare right. They know what they need to do to make sure they're in the right state of mind. And like I said, you can only prepare yourselves. And like I said, maybe we're a bit slow off the blocks that first 5 minutes, but they grew into it, and we always do. We always grow into it. We always come on strong at the end, but we need to stay in games for a lot longer than what we're doing at the moment. And once we get that chance, we've got to take it, and we did today. Like Cairo's first goal, snapshot, brilliant, and then Jarvis, I think he's been brilliant the last couple of weeks for us, and to get his goal, he's thoroughly deserved that. But there were so many positive performances today. Jacob again at right back, thought was brilliant, and we've got a massive shout out to Heafy in goal. He was absolutely fantastic. There was a double save in there that, if you saw that in the Premier League this weekend, it would be talked about all week. And he was brilliant today, and it was a credit to have him, a real asset. He's only going to make us stronger going forward. 2 good goals today, as you mentioned, both well worked moves and well finished off by Cairo and Jarvis. Are they the kind of things that you've been working on? Yeah, we have to work. We have to keep working, and then moments that come, we need to take them. And like I said, we're slowly getting to that now. And like I said, there's still a lot to play for. We've got to keep working hard and keep keeping them boys honest and confident. And like I said, it's got Gresley now on Saturday, a massive game. It's a must-win game. Everybody's a must-win, so there's got the added pressure to the boys, but you've got to thrive under that pressure, and I think they will. And like I said, we just got to keep going, working hard, and it will come.
Yeah, it was a big game today, obviously, given the local interest. Saturday's another big game for very different reasons against the team directly above us in the league. Is it just about, I mean, obviously, you know as much as anyone the importance of getting results at this time of the season, but how important is it that we just get that win no matter what the performance is like?
That's it. That's the points on the board's the most important thing. You know what I mean? I'd rather win ugly and win the game rather than play beautiful football and lose it. So look, we know where we are, and we know every game now is must win, and we've got to go into that. Like I said, we've got to go with no fear. Just look, whatever happens. But the boys have got to be confident. They've got to go in there expecting to win, and we'll set them up to win. And like I said, there's moments we're so close, but yeah, we keep falling just short.
Thanks for your time, mate.
That's all right, no problem.
I don't need love.